Glad to have you back. Let's move on to step 3, make your predictions. In this section, I'm going to ask you about 4 questions about how you think temperature changes water. Now we're going to be making predictions, so remember, it's not a yes or a no answer. There's no right or wrong answer here. I really want to know, what do you think? So you're going to take your mouse and you're going to go over to the words, what do you think? And once again, you're going to click on that link. This opens up a spreadsheet. And a spreadsheet is just a way for me to see everybody's name and what their answers are. Now remember, I want to know what you think, not what your neighbor or your friends think. Your opinion and your prediction is important to me. So the first thing you're going to do is go into the A column and you're going to go click onto the next empty box that's available to you, and you're going to click on it, and you're going to have to double click until you get that blinking line. Remember, that tells us that we can type. So you're going to put your name in there. And yes, I want capitals. And yes, I want your first name. And the only time I want your last initial is if you have a neighbor who also has a first name just like you. Now I want to move into the next box, so I'm going to go to the keyboard, and in the left-hand corner we have the tab button. So push the tab button and it moves over there. And you need to click again to get that blinking line. And the first question says, do you think temperature changes water? Now this is a simple yes or no question. What's your opinion? Do you think temperature changes water? You type in yes if you think it does, and no if you think it doesn't. Then another way to move over to the next box is to just click on the next box with your mouse and double click it to get the blinking line. Here's your next question. When water is cooled, what happens? Now this, I want to start hearing the words that you saw in the videos and in the activities. Solid, liquid, gases. What happens when water is cooled? You can talk about the state of matter. No, it doesn't need to be in a full sentence, but that does help me understand what you're telling me. I'm not worried about spelling. Do your best and think about how the word showed up on the activity or in the video. When you're done with that one, you will move on to the next box, which says, when water is at room temperature, what happens? Think about what the word room temperature means and what water is like at room temperature. You fill in that answer and you go on to the fourth question. When water is heated and starts to boil, what happens? Once you've put that answer in, you'll notice that the next column is empty. That's to tell you to stop and go back and go to the next part of the lesson. These last 2 questions we'll come back to at the end of the lesson and see if your prediction was correct or not. Have a great time.